Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this tutorial series, we are creating this single page website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now in the previous video, we created the navigation bar. Now in this video, we will design this header. So let's get started. Now if you take a look at this header, we can see that we also have this slider over here. So if I click on this next button, we go to the next slide and we have the previous button over here. So we need to add this slider to our header. So for that we will use a library called Swiper.js. So you can just Google for Swiper.js and you will find this website called swiperjs.com. So you can just go to the website and click on this Get Started button. And you'll go to this URL called swiperjs.com/get started. Now there are different ways to use Swiper.js, but we will use the CDN option. So let's scroll down and here we have the option to use CDN. So we need to copy this Swiper.js min CSS link and also this JavaScript link. So let's copy this link from here and let's paste it inside the head tag of the HTML. So let's paste it right here. And we also need to paste the JavaScript link. So let's copy this. And let's paste it down here. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to create the HTML. So let's go outside this nav and here I'll just create a comment end of the nav bar. And here let's create a header tag. And in this header tag we'll create a division and let's give it a class name of Swiper. And we'll also give it a unique name. So I'll just name this header Swiper. Now in this we'll create another division with the class of Swiper wrapper. Now in this Swiper wrapper we will have all the slides. Now for the slides I'll give it a class name of Swiper slide. Now in this Swiper slide we need to have all the content. So I'll just create a division called content for that. And in that we will have this image. And then we need to have this text and this subheading. So let's go ahead and create an img tag and in the src let's type images / and I have this image called slide1.jpg. So it is inside this images folder. And the next thing we need to add is the title. So let's create a division with the class of slide title. And let's add the title over here. So let's type web development excellence. And now we need to add the paragraph. So let's create a p tag. And here let's add some text. Now we need to have 3 different slides. So let's copy this Swiper slide division and let's paste it 2 more times. And for the second one, let's change the image to slide 2. And let's also change the title. And now let's change this paragraph. Right now for the third slide, let's change the image to slide3.jpg. And let's change the title. Let's type app development mastery and let's add the subheading over here. Now if you go back to our design here, we can see that we also have this next and previous buttons. So for that we need to go ahead and create divisions. Let's go to the end of this Swiper wrapper division and let's go outside this division and let's create a division with the class of Swiper button next. And let's create another division with the class of Swiper button priv. So these are the next and the previous buttons. Now we don't need to add anything inside here. It will be added using this Swiper.js library. Now if you go back to our design here, we can see that we have the image displayed over here. We also have these next and previous buttons, but they are not working right now. So let's go ahead and add the JavaScript. So let's go over here and I will add the JavaScript of this Swiper.js library inside the HTML file itself. So let's create a script tag over here. Now here we need to initialize the slider. So let's name it header Swiper equals new Swiper. And here we need to add the element. So if you scroll up here, we can see that we have given it a class of header Swiper. So let's scroll down and here let's type .header Swiper. And then we need to add some options. So let's create an object for that. And here first of all, let's add the navigation. So let's type navigation. And here we need to provide the class name of the navigation buttons. So the class names are Swiper button next and Swiper button priv. So here we need to type next L, which is the next element, and let's type dot swiper button next, and let's type prev L, and let's set it to swiper button prev. Right now let's add an option called loop, and let's set it to true. So now when we are on the last slide, and if we click on the next button, it will go to the first slide. And let's go ahead and add an autoplay. So let's tap autoplay, and let's set the delay, and let's set it to 5000 milliseconds, which is 5 seconds. Right now let's go back, and here we have the slider, and let's wait for 5 seconds, and we can see that the next slide is being displayed. So it is working alright. Now we need to style this using CSS, and the next and the previous buttons are also working. So now let's go ahead and style this. So let's go back, and let's go to the CSS file. Let's scroll down, and let's create a comment. I'll just call it header. Now if you go back to the Swiper.js website, and if you scroll down, here we can see that it says, in addition to Swiper's CSS styles, we may need to add some custom styles to set the swiper size. So we need to target the swiper division, and we need to set the width and the height. So let's go back, and here let's type swiper, and it is called header swiper. So let's tap header swiper, and in that we will have this swiper. So let's tap swiper, and let's set the height to 100% and the width to 100%. Right now let's go back, and here let's target header swiper, and in that we have this division with the class of swiper slide. So let's type swiper slide, and let's set the height to 100 viewport height, and now we can see that we have the correct height for the image. Right now let's target the content division, and in that we have the image and the text. So let's go ahead and bring all this content to the center. So here we can see that all this content is in the center. So let's go ahead and target this content division. So let's tap header swiper, swiper slide, content, and let's set the display to flex, align items to the center, and justify content to the center. And let's also set the flex direction to column, so that all the items are one below the other. And now we can see that the text is not being displayed. So we need to send this image behind the text. So for that, let's go ahead and target the image. So I'll just tap header swiper, swiper slide, image. And for the image, I'll just set the position to absolute. And I'll just set the top position to 0 and the left position to 0. And now let's go ahead and set the z index of the image to -1. And now if we scroll up here, we can see that the text is being displayed over here at the top. So let's bring it to the center. So here for the content, we need to set the height to 100%, and let's set the width to 100% as well. And now we have the text displayed over here. And here for the image, let's also set the height to 100% and the width to 100%, and let's also type object fit to cover so that it has the correct proportions. And now the next thing we need to do is we need to add an overlay. So here we can see we have this dark overlay, and on top of that we have this text. So let's go back, and for the overlay we will add a before selector. So let's tap header swiper, swiper slide, content, colon before, and we need to set the position of this before element relative to this content. So here for the content we need to type position relative, and here for before we need to type position absolute, and let's set the content to blank. Now what we need to do is we need to set the left, right, top and bottom position to 0. So we can just type inset 0, and we need to add background color, and we need to set it to RGBA and 000, and here we need to add the opacity. So for now I'll just type 0.9, and now if you go back, here we can see we have this overlay, and let's set the opacity to, let's try 0.5, and this looks alright. So now let's go ahead and style the heading and this subheading. Now the text of the content is in white color, so here let's tap color white, and now let's go ahead and target the title. So for the title we have this division with the class of slide title. So let's type header swiper, swiper slide, slide title, and let's set the font size to 50 pixels, and let's set the font weight to bold, and this is how it looks. Now we can see that the overlay is on top of the text as well. So here let's go ahead and add a z index, and let's set it to 3, and now we can see that the text is on top of the overlay. Right now let's go ahead and style this paragraph. Let's go ahead and type header swiper, swiper slide p, and let's set the font size to 20 pixels, and let's set the z index to 3 over here as well, and this is how it looks. Right now the next thing we need to do is we need to style the next and the previous buttons. So here we can see we have this background color of yellow, and we need to decrease the size of these icons. So let's do that. And if you go back to the HTML file, here we can see that we have these classes of swiper button next and swiper button prev. So let's type swiper button next and header swiper, swiper button prev, and let's go ahead and add a background color, and let's set it to the variable that we created called yellow color, and let's add a padding of 8 pixels, and let's set the width to 50 pixels and also the height to 50 pixels, and this is how it looks. Now we need to set the opacity to a lower value, so let's go ahead and type opacity, and let's set it to 0.2. Now when we hover over this, we need to set the opacity back to 1. So let's type, I'll just copy these two selectors, and let's add hover over here. Let's do the same for prev, and when we hover over this, we need to set the opacity to 1, and let's also add a smooth transition over here. So let's type transition of all 300 milliseconds is, and now we can see we have the hover effect working alright. And now we need to decrease the size of these icons. So if you right click over here and go to inspect, and if you take a look at this slider, here we can see we have this after selector, and in that we have the icon, and right now the size of the icon is set to some size over here from the library. So let's go ahead and change the font size. So let's go back, and here let's go ahead and copy these two selectors, and let's paste them over here, and here let's type colon colon after, and here let's type colon colon after, and here we need to change the font size. So let's type font size, and let's set the font size to 20 pixels, and let's also set the color to black, and now we can see that it looks alright. So the style of the next and the previous buttons are displayed correctly. Now the last thing we need to do is we need to add a subtle animation. So if you go over here to the original design, and when we go to the next slide, we can see that we have this animation for this text. So let's add that. So what we'll do is by default we will set the position of the text a little lower. So here let's target the title and also the paragraph. So I'll just copy this selector and paste it over here, and let's add a comma, and let's copy this selector and let's paste it over here, and let's add some styles for these two selectors. So first of all we will set the opacity to 0, and let's set the transform translate y to 40 pixels, so it will start a little from the bottom. And let's also add a smooth transition, so I'll just type transition, and for the opacity I'll just set the duration to 1200 milliseconds is out, and for transform I'll just set the duration to 900 milliseconds is out. And if you go back to our design, and if you right click over here and go to inspector, here we can see that when the slide is active, we have this class called swiper slide active. So let's go back, and here let's type header swiper, swiper slide, and we'll also have a class called swiper slide active, and in that we have the slide title. So when the slide is active, we have these two classes, So when we have these two classes, then we will add some styles. So we basically want to set the opacity to 1 and we need to reset the transform value. So let's type opacity 1, transform translate y 0. And this paragraph should have a little bit of delay in the animation. So here let's tap transition delay and let's set the delay to 200 milliseconds. And now we need to add this paragraph over here as well. So I'll just copy this selector and let's add a comma. And here instead of slide title, we need to change this to P. And now let's go back. And here we can see we have the animation. So everything is working all right. And with that, we have completed designing this header section for our website. Now in the next video, we will continue designing the other sections of our website. So that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.